To the Let me start now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second meeting of the AI Club. And I'm excited to listen to all kinds of talks today, starting from the company profile and then to our speeches and then to our table topics. I'll hand over to the Toastmaster for the day. That is Abhijit. It's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Muskan. So I was watching a YouTube link. It was the interview of the CEO of Samba Nova, which makes chips for AI. Sheena is just going to put that link in the chat. So do listen to that interview. In that interview, the CEO talks about pervasive AI. What he's saying is the AI is going to be a big deal in the enterprise fields. A lot of companies want to get on the bandwagon to see how they can improve their productivity by using AI. So you will see a lot of buzz today. We have a fascinating agenda with 3 different speakers. We'll start out with our company profile. Our company profile is going to be done by Ritesh. Ritesh, it's all you, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhijit. I have an exciting... Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry, let me reset. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Toastmasters. I have an exciting company profile for you. This is some small company that I work for. It's called Walmart. So, as you know, Walmart is a retail behemoth, which has exposure not just in US, but internationally as well. So there is one fact that there is a Walmart store within 10-mile radius of 90% of the US population. Can you believe that? So you might come across companies like NVIDIA and OpenAI, Tesla. There are so many big companies and there are so many startups pioneering at artificial intelligence. And what would Walmart do? It's a boring retail company, right? Well, we are doing a lot of stuff in AI space. Okay, let me start with something really simple. Conversational AI. Conversational AI is used for customers at your walmart.com and in your Walmart Android and iPhone apps right now. So we use natural language processing so that customers can allow their apps to add items to their carts using their voice commands. So this could be done with smart speakers, mobile devices. We can exactly understand what you're talking about. We can even analyze the prior purchase. We can even access your prior purchases, and we could know which brand you would like to choose. So we don't even ask. So we usually add it to the cart. And not only that, we do text to bot. So we not only could do voice commands, you can also do it by text as well. So we are leveraging or enhancing the shopping experience for the customers with the conversational AI already. And not only that, we have started using chatbots for customer service. So we have introduced AI-driven bots that reduce the need of human intervention, and we have automated addressing the common customer queries related to order status, returns. So, and not only that, we cater US clientele, we have implemented the same internationally as well, and many of the like South American regions, for example. So we were able to enhance the customer satisfaction scores a lot because of that. And not just this, we are also able to provide the same for the associates themselves. So we have our own our store associates who work in all the stores have their own voice assistant, so they can access store maps, they can check for prices, they can look at what items are on sale, or they can even like manage their own schedules, all using simple voice commands. So this is just one section, conversational AI. And let's move on to the next section, what we are doing in the retail space. So we have like 14,000 plus stores right now. The operational aspect of it is a humongous enterprise by itself. And we are talking about inventory management as well. So we have implemented AI in that area as well. So we have cameras installed to monitor what is being scanned, what is going out of the store. So we leverage computer vision and we monitor stock levels in real time. So whenever whenever a shelf is running low on stock, the algorithms will immediately notify the associate to restock. Okay, there is something going on. Your toothpaste is running low, and they will refill that item for you without a manual intervention. Isn't that awesome? And not only that, we also implemented AI, automated some of the aspects of transportation as well. Transportation of goods between warehouses and retail locations. So we have leveraged that. So using automated trucks, meaning uh, all the truck has to do is park within the warehouse, and it exactly knows what to do and where to do. And most of the stuff is automated. So as soon as the truck backs into the warehouse, the stock is already ready and it will be loaded automatically. And there is very less human intervention. Because of that, we are reducing lot of shipping costs, lot of operational costs, and we are increasing the efficiency. And that is how we are able to do like 2-day shipping, or even 1-day shipping, or 1-hour shipping in some cases. So this is one aspect of which Walmart is touching upon. And third thing, and most important thing, is the personalization or the customer experience itself. Have you ever shopped in Walmart.com lately? So there is one thing called be your own model, or choose your own model. So for example, there are sizes that you can choose from, right? From XS to all the way to 3XL, right? There are various sizes and there are various styles. So all you can choose is, there are 50 models that are available in Walmart that you could choose from. So, okay, this person, my body type, let's see how this outfit fits on this particular model. So you would exactly know, okay, whether it is going to be too short or too long or something like that. So that is a great thing that we did. And not only that, you can be your own model too. So using nice cameras, you can upload yourself as a model. And using the computer vision and artificial intelligence, we are able to do that as well. And finally, we also have given generative AI to our office workers. So we are not talking about store workers now. So we have given generative AI features or playgrounds to all the office workers, starting from code generation, automatic suggestions, and there are so many other features that make our life easy to provide the best experience for all the Walmart customers out there. So this is what is going on in Walmart, which I can talk about. There is so much other stuff that I cannot talk about yet. So with that, I give it back to Toastmasters, Avijit. Thank you so much for your opportunity.
Ritesh, we did not know that so much is going on at Walmart. So thank you for sharing that with us and informing us. Let's get the meeting started. Before we start, I want to introduce our grammarian, Jay. Can you share the word of the day, please?
Yeah, that's a surprising ask. Okay, well, the word of the day is innovation.
Perfect. Thank you so much. AI is going to help us innovate different ways to increase our productivity. We have two prepared speakers. Before we go into the speakers, I just want to tell you, Muskan is going to be our timer and Namita is going to be our counter. Our first speaker is going to be Jamal. Our evaluator is Ramesh. Ramesh, can you share the purpose of Jamal's speech?
Thank you, certainly, Mr. Toastmaster. Jamal is following the pathway visionary communication. She's speaking on level 1 project feedback and evaluation, speech number 1. The purpose of the speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. The project aims to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Ramesh. Jamal George. Sense, solve, go. Sense, solve, go. Jamal George.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Last Sunday, I was enjoying my time in San Francisco, and I was at the intersection waiting to cross the road. I saw a distinctive looking car. It had a dome and camera on the sides. I looked closely and I couldn't find a human eye. And I wondered, how did this car even get here? Did someone just abandon this car in the middle of the road? And the next thing I saw was the traffic light turning green. And what I saw next blew me away. The car just moved on its own with utmost confidence, smooth acceleration, and it just went past me. I waved at it, but there was no one waving back at me. Oh my God, I just saw a self-driving car. A few minutes later, I saw another one. And then suddenly it's all over San Francisco. This isn't futuristic sci-fi, it's nonfiction. It wasn't long ago, just 4 weeks back, that the San Francisco residents had a historic weekend. On August 10th, after 6 hours of hearing, the California Public Utilities Commission voted to open floodgates to autonomous vehicles. 2 companies, Waymo and Cruise, are now approved to provide paid robo-taxi services 24/7 in San Francisco. Now you might be wondering, what is the magic behind these self-driving cars? And the magic is in the act of driving. And let's understand it by using the sense, solve, go methodology. Sense is for sensing the world. Just like we use our eyes and ears to understand the world, the self-driving cars have powerful sensors such as LiDAR. That is like a rapidly spinning tube that is mounted on top of the roof. It's the light detection and ranging equipment, which is used for the car to measure distance and create a detailed 3D map. Then we have cameras to capture pictures so that the car can see and recognize objects, lanes, and traffic signs. Then we have radar to help the car detect objects and its speed using radio waves. Ultrasonic sensors for close-up vision so that the car knows how to park or move slowly. And then we have the GPS for finding direction so the car knows where it is in the map. Now, all these incredibly powerful sensors make the car see up to 3 football fields and detect sirens from emergency vehicles. This allows the car to visualize the world around it in milliseconds to a high degree of accuracy. Now, what do you do with all this data? We solve by making smart decisions. The system calculates predictive future behavior of relevant agents in the scene. AI and machine learning algorithms are used, such as computer vision algorithm to process images and videos. And we have neural networks and deep learning to interpret the data and make decisions using patterns and learned behaviors. And then we have path planning algorithm, and that is helpful for determining the optimal path based on real-time data and traffic environment. And then there is behavioral algorithm to help the car interact with other vehicles and pedestrians. With the solid foundation from these algorithms, the car makes decision as to the safe route to take. All this data is crunched to find out what is the safe route to take while dealing with real-time traffic conditions. And final step in the sense, solve, go methodology is most perhaps the straightforward one, and that is go. So how does the car go? It uses various motion controls like the drive-by-wire system, electronically controlling the brakes, the steering, the throttle, and there is adaptive cruise control to help the car control its speed and maintain safe distance from other vehicles. There is automatic braking system to enable the car to automatically brake in response to emergencies or obstacles. Then there is assist learning systems. So that will help the car to stay in the designated lanes. Now, all these advanced motion control systems help the car move smoothly and brake on heavy streets where there is bumper to bumper traffic in a safe and a natural driving movements. The car learns as it goes, and it is trained and tested in scenarios that it hasn't seen before. I trust self-driving cars way more than distracted drivers or angry drivers. And sometimes I want a self-driving car so I can be texting. I have urgent texts to do, that is more important than driving, sitting monotonously driving the car. So yes, it's so helpful. And I know there is so many viral technical problems that we see about self-driving cars, but hey, it just learns. The more it is used, the more improvements is made with machine language as well as algorithms, the more it's being used, the better it continues to get. Now, with all great technologies, all that number crunching and data is, if you put it all aside, it fades in the background. The dream of riding in a fully automated vehicle to your favorite dinner spot is not it's not a vision of the future, but it's actually happening right now. Thank you.
When I think about the AI with autonomous driving cars, the one thing I really like is I can take more naps. Everyone, please take a minute to give feedback to Jamal in chat. Send your chats to me because Jamal does not have the phone. So send your chats to me. I can show her my chats. Timer, please give me a minute. Our next speaker is Mehan. His evaluator is Sherry. Sherry, can you share the purpose of Mehan's speech?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Mahan's working in dynamic leadership. He is also doing the evaluation and feedbacks for speech. The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. The purpose of the speech for the member is to present a speech and receive feedback and include that for the evaluation. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Sherry. This speech will take you to a completely different land. So please help me welcome Mehan, Crafting the Future, AI Integrated Narratives. Crafting the Future, AI Integrated Narratives.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'm going to talk about creating the future and AI integrated narratives, and I'm going to present a few slides, and after presenting for a few minutes, I'm gonna show you guys a 30-second of the video trailer we created, my partner and I, Sheena is here, and we use AI tools to augment our traditional 3D pipelines in order to create the CGI effect. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect.
Are you
So-
sharing the screen?
Um,
Are you sharing this?
I guess. Can you see my screen? Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Imagine a world where walls could speak, feel, or even hold memories. Today, I invite you on a journey where AI and human creativity merge, replacing the narrative landscape of animated filmmaking. Our tale begins with our animated short film, The Land of Moving Walls. A Disney legend, Thompson and Johnston, highlights every second in short animated film counts, and every frame is a painting. In our endeavor to push the boundary of storytelling, my partner and I embark on a project driven by a clear vision to integrate AI into a 3D production pipeline, aiming to enhance our creative potential and elevate the quality and efficiency of our work. Introducing AI-generated content into our traditional 3D production pipeline wasn't a meticulous process. We had to ensure that the AI-generated design seamlessly blended with our handcrafted elements, preserving the authenticity of our artistry. With a lean team primarily consists of 2 of us, we set on this journey, and in just 1 month as a side project, we were able to bring our vision to life. Okay. Diving into the ideation phase, we turn to AI tools like ChatGPT for script writing and screenwriting and brainstorming. ChatGPT becomes our foundation, guiding us in crafting a narrative centered around Dr. Eliana, a scientist navigating a realm of science fiction, fantasy, and profound emotions. The fusion of AI with our traditional method was transformative. Midjourney played a crucial role in environment, character, and lighting development. The environment, a reflection of Dr. Eliana's psyche, blended AI-generated design and our artistic touch. Excuse me. However, achieving consistent 3D character design was due to the AI unpredictable nature was a daunting task. We continue optimizing our AI integrated into our 3D production through research, online courses, and iterative testing. We go to the next slide. What the delay is for, it's just. Okay. Furthermore, the lighting often termed as the soul of filmmaking, and with Midjourney, we could rapidly iterate and visualize diverse mood through the varied lighting scenarios, adding depth and emotion to our set. Now, intertwined with AI, filmmaking becomes a symphony of creativity and technology. Excellent. During the video production first with Runway, we faced many challenges. A long way for beta access and initial limitation in the image to video feature mean that we couldn't use a text prompt while retaining the originality of the 3D image that we use as the input. Yet, as our project neared the completion, Runway introduced the advanced camera control, allowing us to revisit and enhance the previously challenging shots. This evolution underscored the importance of user feedback in the AI domain, and we actively shared our experience growing in with the AI development teams and different AI companies that we use their products. I guess please go ahead and watch the 30-second of this product, this trailer video. Okay, so we're gonna share the longer version on the chat where you use your time to look at it. So as Dr. Eliana Eckhoff-Dinger witnessed the power of AI in the storytelling, in post-production, we use ElevenLab, was developed by NVIDIA, was our choice for voice generation, adding authenticity to our characters. Sound design set the mood and pace, and staying updated with AI advancement was very crucial for us. We explore numerous options in our quest to perfect the AI voice tool, eventually finding the ideal fit after rigorous testing and industry cross-referencing. In this vibrant fusion of technology and creativity, we changed the course where AI amplifies stories and empower creativity. It's not just about narrative tales, it's about sculpting the future of narrative, intertwining AI with filmmaking. Back to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Beautiful piece of art. Thank you, Mahan. Thank you for sharing that with us. I love the cinematography. Everyone, please take a minute to give feedback to Mahan. He's on Zoom, so you can directly chat him.
Both of you did it? Oh.
We'll now move on to our next section of the meeting, table topics. Let me call upon Patrice. Patrice, it's all you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Apogee. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters. As table topics master for today, I would like to take our theme of pervasive AI and talk about how the innovations in this space are impacting each of us individually. So I will call on different people to ask each of you about that. And let me see, I would like to start with someone who hasn't spoken yet. Wada, would you tell me, what are you most curious about when it comes to AI? What are you most curious about when it comes to AI?
Madam Tabletop Master, can you hear me?
Yes.
You asked me a good question. An old man without technical knowledge. And my knowledge is zero. I'm too old to answer this question. Maybe you should go to some other person who can give a better answer to you. So back to you, Madam Tabletop Master.
Okay. I will turn this question over to Andy Peterson. Andy, how do you think AI will impact your job and your life? Oh, I'm sorry. What are you most curious about when it comes to AI?
Hi, all. Somehow I had a feeling that this question was going to come to me. Thank you for giving me the pleasure to improvise here. How do I think? Like, what I'm most curious about is, or what I'm curious about is the disruption that it will create. I think there's a lot of people that might be a little bit anxious of this revolution because it's uncertain, it's unknown, we don't really know what's going to come from it. I think the other side is as true as the downside, so to speak. I think actually a lot of good things will come from it. And I'm very, very curious what, let's say 5 or 10 years from now, what the world is going to look like, especially in the areas where these technologies are being used. So I think there's a lot of areas where the second and the third industrial revolution have not even hit yet. I think there's a lot of places in the world where there's no internet yet, or very stable at least. I'm based in Amsterdam, so I think I can speak for quite some good living standards here. So yeah, I'm very curious how big the gap will actually be between the areas where these technologies will be used and the areas where this technology will not be used. So yeah, I want to leave it at that. That's the thing I'm most curious about.
That's great. I like how you're thinking about the different larger structures of how everything could shift at once. I would like to direct the next question to Nadine. Nadine, how do you think AI will impact your job and your life in the next 10 years?
Thank you very much, Patrice. Welcome, Toastmaster and guests. It's very difficult now to think about the impact of my job. I was a test engineer for a flight simulator, and I think that job will completely disappear in the next 10 years. The same thing of, I was an instructor, a flying instructor. That job, I think, will disappear. The only thing left will be the evaluation. I think all the teaching will be done by AI. And it's sad because that world of aviation is so a nice and passionate industry. But I think half of it will be only AI. It's more secure for an airplane to fly AI, talk to an AI and land, compared to a human, to another human error and on the ground. And we can see that we don't have a lot of accidents in aviation. So imagine with AI, we will arrive with the possibility of 0. So for me, for my perspective, AI will become a part of our future job. You will not be capable to do your job because without AI, because AI will be your friend and will be your helper, your secretary, and your memory. So sad to say, but I think we are going with a nice future. And dear guests, I wish you a beautiful rest of the day.
Thank you, Nadine. It's really thoughtful about how it can disrupt a lot of industries, but also have nice personal touches. Ronald, I'd like to ask you if you could use AI to have a discussion with anyone as a mentor, who would that be and why?
Thank you for this question. Actually, I am a mentor for some people in Toastmasters around the world because I joined the Odyssey program, which connects Toastmasters from different countries. And I'm also using Youtli. I'm an ambassador of Youtli. I'm also a fan of Youtli. And one of the newest features they have added is called private Youtli. You can turn it in the background. Nobody else will hear your voice, but it will analyze your voice. It will tell you, how did you do on speech development? How did you do on filler words? Did you use too many monologues? Did you also leave space for the others to talk? All these kind of things give you really good insights to improve your mentorship and your coaching. So I highly recommend also using Youtli. It's part now of still free within Toastmasters, and it has many more features, but far too much to tell now. So I'll give back to you, Madam Toastmaster. Thank you for this wonderful question.
I like that you're looking at using AI to help others. I would like to ask anyone who would like to participate, turn on your camera so I can see that you're ready. But I will start with Jimo. Could you?
Yes.
Could you tell me, what are the things that make us human that AI will never be able to do?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. Many times I didn't want to be a human because when it comes to being a human, there is feelings involved. And when feelings are involved, I am in a roller coaster ride. Stress-induced feelings. It could be heartbreaks. Yesterday, my friend broke my heart because he called me something which I didn't want to hear. He said, I'm too slow. AI is not too slow, but that's the problem is with AI, no matter what you call it, no matter how much you do whatever with it, it will give you the same output all the time. When I heard I was too slow, I believed that and I became too slow. And my whole day my productivity just dipped because of that. And then today morning, when my husband said, oh, you can talk AI? Oh, not more than cooking discussions. Now you can do AI. That just lifted me even more. Like it made me happy. So as a human, I have seen that we go through ups and downs, but there is a beauty in that. The beauty about being a human is that feelings is just so important that the AI doesn't have. And there's a whole spectrum that we as humans can enjoy, and AI cannot even come close to it. And I love being a human because feelings just make us alive.
I feel that. Thank you, Jamo. Helen, in the future, where could AI help with an ethical issue?
Innovation is all around us all the time. And I would hope that innovation and the use of AI will be used in the justice system to hear court cases and help us make decisions fairly and without emotion or bias. It may be a dream in the future. It may not be possible. But even if we try our very best as a human to not let our personal biases creep into our decisions, it's very difficult. Things that we learned as a child might creep into our vocabulary or our ways of thinking about other people, even though we've spent our entire life trying to be fair and unbiased. I think the algorithms that they will need to use to teach these tools to be unbiased will have to be examined very carefully to make sure that there aren't any unsuspecting biases on the part of the programmers that might creep in. But I have hope that the innovation of AI will help humanity and will help the justice system prevail and be more fair to everyone. Back to you, Patrice.
Thank you, Helen. Bias is an important one for us to look at with AI. Celia, what misconceptions do you think other people have about AI?
Excited to be here, and I think that AI is very important in our life. Exception that made you could you please because I'm not familiar with this subject, could you repeat the question? Or
Sure. What misconceptions do you think other people have about AI? So what do you think that maybe other people have a different idea than you do about what AI is or what will happen with it?
I think that most of people are, even, for example, even AI, there are a lot of advantages, there are a lot, but people are afraid about it, afraid to be developed. And for example, Nadine, she told that she will in 10 years she will lose her job. So for that, I think that people are very afraid. And that's it. But we need it, even that there is some disadvantages, but there is also advantages that make life easier and easier. For that, I think that different opinions about this make different decision about this. Some it looks like good thing, some looks like not a good thing. That's all for me. Thank you for your invitation.
Thank you, Celia, for that thoughtful answer. And I would like to turn it back to our Toastmaster, Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Afi. Each and every question I had to think about how I will answer that. So thank you for provoking our thoughts. We'll now move on to the evaluation sections. Let me call upon our first evaluator, Ramesh, to evaluate Jaimal's speech. Ramesh?
Thank you, Mr. Evaluator, fellow Toastmaster, welcome guests, and especially Jaimal. What a well-selected, innovative topic to educate us all on. Autonomous cars are indeed an innovation that promises a sustainable and efficient future. Content-wise, I loved the speech. It was very powerful because you provided an enriching overview with a simplified tagline: sense, solve, go. You explained each of these in great detail. Talk about sensors, camera, close-up vision, GPS as part of sense. In solve, we talked about neural networks, planning algorithm, and so on. In go, you talked about drive-by-wire. Overall, we really got a great idea of how these cars work. In terms of organization, I love the start that you made. You gave us a very vivid description of a scene that you were driving and you looked at something and that is so intriguing and so on. It was an attention-grabbing start. That is great. And you also had a great body with a transition on these lines like sense, solve, go. Very good structure. In terms of delivery, I loved the use of body language and voice variations. I think it was exemplary that we can learn from you. Use gestures throughout your speech. You talked about cars and sensors and cameras, and everything was full of gestures. Great use of voice variation. When you said up to 3 football fields, it's like, it really grabbed our attention with that voice variation. If there were some suggestions for improvement, there are a few things I can talk about. One thing is the conclusion. Conclusion could have been a little bit more coherent, because I think you ran out of time. You have to manage your time during the speech so that you can have a powerful ending. Second thing is a challenge with any technical topic is that terms can get jargonish a little bit. So try to see how you can simplify the jargons rather than it coming at a rapid pace. They were coming at a rapid pace. You're talking about viral technical problem, neural network, drive-by-wire system, it's like, oh. So you may want to bring it at the right pace and explain each of them a little bit more, give more time to the audience to understand. Second thing I would say is making gestures a little bit more appropriate. There were times you talked about floodgates. That was an excellent thing to say, floodgates, rather than the same hand gesture, so floodgates, Or car learns as it goes. Car learns as it goes, so you can have gestures. Overall, it was a powerful speech that gave us a good idea of the automated cars with excellent content, animated delivery, and good organization. You can take the speech to greater heights with powerful conclusion, simplified terms, and relevant gestures. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Manish. We'll now move on to our next evaluation for Mahan by Sherry. Sherry, it's all you.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and especially Mahan. Wow, you definitely demonstrated innovation in your speech. Right off the bat, you explained to us what you were going to do, how you were going to present your speech, and I thought that was great because we knew what to expect. You started off saying, "Thank you so much. I like to have a speaker just jump right in and don't have any kind of opening like that, just something that will grab us." And so I think just getting right into the speech would have been a little bit better way to do that. After you explained what you were going to do, you started presenting us with a beautiful video. I couldn't imagine how you were able to put that together, and you explained each of the steps that you had to go through, all of the different things in the environment, the characters, Midjourney, and just explained over a definite pace of how you were able to do that. But one of the things that I enjoyed so much was just being able to watch that, because the photos, the video were just amazing and so innovative, just beautiful. You talked about running into challenges and how you were able to overcome different things. There were just a couple of things I thought might have improved. A lot of the time you were standing with your hands like this, maybe just doing a little bit more motion with your hands or dropping them once in a while. And then I think it would be good if you had a remote clicker. That would have helped, where you didn't have to lean in and come back every time. I've seen Abhijit, probably that was one of the things you were thinking, oh, we should have had, or we just forgot, or whatever. But I'm hoping that next time for other speakers, especially in the room there, that they'll be able to do that. I think you gave us a great speech of being able to see how this you put this all together. And I just can't wait till the future and we're able to all do something similar to that. Thank you, Mahan.
Thank you so much.
We'll now move forward with our reports. Let me call upon our grammarian, Jay, to share the grammarian's report. Jay, it's all you, sir.
Thank you, Abhijit. Here are few good usage of grammar. I noticed, like Jamal said, blew me away. That was a good, appropriate term to use at that point. And also, in addition to that, during table topics, she mentioned, like, when feelings are involved, it's a roller coaster, right? That was, and also feelings makes us alive. She concluded the topic that those are all very good use of English language, I thought. There are some of the things that we could improve, like Ritesh kept on and on and on about not only that, not only that, not only that. He could have changed it to something like furthermore, in addition to that, what's more, just to make it more engaging. At some point, Mahan mentioned about profound emotion. I'm not really clear what that means. Maybe it is overwhelming emotion or powerful emotion or deep emotion. That would have been much better. About the word usage, innovation, Abhijit used it once. And after a long gap, people started using it again. I was thinking maybe I'm not listening well. Helen used it thrice. Ramesh used it twice. And Sherry used it twice. Thank you.
Sherry used many times.
Thank you, Jay. Let me call upon Muskan to share the time. Muskan, it's all you.
Thank you. Let me start with the first thing. That was Ritesh with the company profile, and he spoke for 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Jamal, our speaker, the first speaker, spoke for 8 minutes and 2 seconds. Mahan spoke for 6 minutes and 55 seconds. And for the table topics, it was Andy who was the first one. He spoke for 1.5 minutes. Nadine spoke for 1 minute and 39 seconds. Ronald spoke for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Jamal spoke for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Helen spoke for 1 minute and 28 seconds. And lastly, Celia spoke for 1 minute. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Muskan. This week, Jamal is buying lunch for everyone, and next week, Ritesh is buying lunch for everyone. So come on over in person. We'll have more lunches. Let people go overtime so we get free lunches. Let me call upon Namita to share the Counters report. Namita, it's all you.
Thank you, Abhijit. First of all, congratulations, everyone. You spoke excellent English. Only 4 people used filler words. Ritesh used 7 times and 3 times. Mahan used 2 times. Andy used 2 times. Celia used 2 times. And Jemos, you spoke a lot. There were no filler words. Abhijit, you spoke a lot. No filler words. Apart from that, Muskan, Ramesh, Nadine, Ronald, and Helen. All of you spoke excellent English. There were absolutely no filler words. Thank you, and over to you, Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Namita. This ends our meeting, but we are open to questions and guest feedback. Nadine, how was your experience today?
I really like my experience. I apologize, I arrived 3 minutes late and it will never happen again because I missed some great information. So you really find a way to bring everyone on time. So it was nice. It's very interesting and very, I will say it's an evolution of ideas about AI, and it's super. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadine. Andy, how was your experience, sir?
You mentioned my name, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Andy
okay,
Hussein.
okay. Before I go, before my turn. Yes, thank you. I found it very interesting. It's a very different experience. First of all, because it's online, and like my own Toastmasters club, we value physical presence because it's a very different experience, really, to see people. You know, it's like you can feel the emotions over there, the profound emotions, so to speak. Yeah, so that I would say is unfortunate. At the same time, I'm not in US, so it's better to be online than not. And I'm very, very interested in this topic. So I find it a very, very interesting initiative to have a themed club. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I also found the speeches very, very interesting. So thank you all.
Thank you so much, Andy. Celia, how was your experience?
My experience here is my first time here in this club. For that, I'm so excited to be here and to meet you because thank you for this club. I'm not from America. I'm not American. I'm Algerian, and we don't have this club. For that, I think that you give me more information about IE and give me you make the idea is very closer to me, and I will start to search about the different topic that you speak, like IE and 3D and presentation, and I will start to learn Python now. For that, thank you so much for your invitation, and I will try to be in next club, Misha. Thank you so much.
Great to have you here. Anne-Marie, how are things in London and how was your experience?
Hi, Abhijit. Yes, calling in from rainy England. It was a lovely, lovely pleasure, very innovative being here tonight. Sorry I couldn't be with you, Abhijit, but I am excited. How am I going to follow this one? What can I possibly contribute to such a technical topic? But I'm here to learn and I'm ever ready. And thanks again for the invite.
You are welcome, Anne-Marie. We will help you, Anne-Marie. Juan, how was your experience, Juan?
So it was very eye-opening. I really liked the interaction, and I'm hoping to interact more and provide more in the near future. But it was awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having the club.
Great to have you, Juan. VA, how was your experience? VA? Yeah. Ronald, how was it for you today?
Yes, thank you for having me. It's the second time I joined this meeting, and speeches were very interesting, and it's very nice to see how diverse all the applications are of artificial intelligence. Also glad that I could have a chance to on the table topics. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ronald. Our theme for next week is large language models. We have a speech coming up from Akshita, who's going to talk about LLMs. So stay tuned. We as a club are ready to charter. We are collecting all the paperwork, getting it done. Next week, we are going to send it out. So whoever want to join us, please let me know, text me, or get in touch with me, or get in touch with anyone in this room. Thank you so much, and see you again next Friday, same time. Yes.
Abhijit, can I have a word?
Yes. Call me.
So, everyone, for the next week, we need general evaluator, table topics, master, timer. Those roles are open, and we need one more speech. So if you have interest, please let me know. I will fill that up. Also, if you have got a confirmation from Abhijit as a member, please let me know and I can include you in our communication. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jay. See you again next week, next Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific time. Bye from Santa Clara.